Welcome back, guys. We're back with Gothic 2, and we made it to Lobart's farm. And let's talk to Mr. Lobart, see what he has to say.
Why are you hanging around on my land? Whose side are you on? The rebelling farmers or the king?
So, you want to say I'm for the peasants, but you can also say you don't understand.
I don't understand.
What? Don't mess with me, boy. I want to know where you stand. So who are you for?
So, this is a sort of a secret. If you say you're for the peasants, you're going to get a discount with him.
I'm for the peasants.
Ha! That damned warmonger Onar'll drag us all into the grave. What do you think? How long will the paladins just stand by? After what Onar has done, the whole city is in an uproar.
What's going on here anyway?
Don't you know what's going on? Boy, where are you from? We're on the edge of a civil war. Up till now, all the farmers looked at the tribute to the city as fair taxation. But since the paladins have come to Corinus, the city guards visit us more and more often. And little by little, they're taking everything. If it goes on like this, soon we won't have anything left for ourselves. Some farmers are starting to rebel. Onar was the first of them.
So, the kingdom is in pretty dip doo-doo at this point.
Tell me more about this Onar.
Onar is the biggest farmer here in the area. He is broken with the city. They say he's hired mercenaries to keep the city guard off his back. Can't blame him. In any case, no royal soldier dares to set foot on his farm anymore.
Who are those mercenaries that Onar hired?
I don't know much about the guys. Supposedly, a lot of them are former prisoners from the mining colony. Everybody knows what you can expect from them.
Hey, I take offense at that.
What about you? Whose side are you on? Peasants or king?
I'm too close to the city to really have a choice. But I'm glad about that. I wouldn't know how to decide. The king is bleeding us dry, and Onar sets his mercenaries on anyone who won't join him. That's why most of the other farmers are still undecided, but sooner or later they'll have to choose one side or the other.
I'm looking for work.
I can't use another farmhand, but I could offer some work to a day laborer. Well, what I mean is, you can lend a hand in the field, and there are certainly a few other things to do around here. I could pay you with gold, or give you a few decent things to wear. The things are worth a fair bit. I can't give 'em to you for nothing, but I can sell 'em to you cheap if you work for me. By the looks of you, I should say, take the clothes. Anyway, the small turnip field next to the barn needs to be harvested.
All right.
All right.
Then hurry it up a bit before I change my mind.
So, let's see. Does he have anything else for us to do?
Have you got anything else for me to do?
First get the turnips in from the field. Then we'll see.
Okay.
I need some sensible clothes.
I can give you clean farmer's work clothes. Can you pay for 'em then?
How much?
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. Maleth said you chased the bandits off. The bastards have caused us a lot of trouble. Thanks to you, we're rid of 'em. 60 gold pieces.
Ooh, too expensive.
Well, that's still too expensive.
Well, suit yourself.
Okay, so a couple of things to mention. So first off, we are playing, by the way, Gothic 2, the vanilla version, with patches for bugs and stuff. Now, I want to play Gothic 2 basically in a vanilla fashion because you kind of want to play a game at first without modifications, just to see how it feels, just to see how good the mods are later on. And the second is, I love the quest design in Gothic 2. It's way better than 1. It's an upgrade. It makes sense. This guy doesn't trust us. The best we can do is collect some turnips. And I love the fact that if you play Gothic 1, you basically go from being a superhero who can take on demons and hordes of orcs, archdemons, undead, to pulling turnips. It's quite realistic, isn't it? It's awesome. I love it. Okay, we have some healing plants behind his little barn here. We're gonna pick this up. So everything that starts with healing obviously gives you healing, and stuff that starts with fire usually gives you mana. Now, if you kill the sheep, by the way, The NPCs will react to that. There's also a skeleton here with a pickaxe. Sounds like this was some unfortunate convict who maybe got killed by the farmers. Who knows? Kind of feels like it, doesn't it? Now, up here we're gonna have a couple of field raiders we wanna quickly dispatch. Simply because we want the experience and don't want to give the farmers the experience. Okay, that was a really close one. One more hit and dead. Okie dokie. We can use the healing herbs to heal up. Why not? I think one more should do it. Okay. We can't really loot anything from these field raiders just yet because we don't know how to gather trophies. We basically need to relearn all of our skills. And because we're playing Knight of the Raven, it's gonna force us to specialize a bit more than what we're used to. Now, because it's nighttime, because it's 10 o'clock, the farmers are gonna go from the fields to rest, have a break, spend some time at a campfire. And let's talk to Lobar because we gather his turnips.
Hey, you! Here are your turnips.
Hey, you're not all that worthless after all. Take them to my wife in the house and tell her to cook them.
What about my pay?
Well, I can give you 5 gold pieces, or sell you the clothes cheaper. Well, what's it to be?
So this is a bug. If you say 5 gold pieces...
Give me 5 gold pieces.
Here, don't drink it all at once.
And if you ask him for the work clothes...
How much for the work clothes?
Well, you've worked the field for me. Malith said 50 gold.
Well,
I should have saved my game right before that because I wanted to show you something. So there's a bug in Gothic 2 where if you pick the option to have him give you the gold, he also gives you a discount at the same time on the clothes. So normally it should be okay, darling. Okay. Normally it should be a binary choice, right? You either get some gold or you get a discount. So the clothes are right now 60.
Well, Malith 60.
Okay, too expensive. But if you give him the turnips...
Hey, take him to my wife.
What about my...
I can give... Or...
So, let's say a better price.
Make me a bet.
Good.
And if you ask him for the work clothes now...
Well, you've worked the... Malith said 50 gold.
So it's still 50 no matter what you choose. So might as well choose the option that gives us 5 extra gold pieces, right? This is a minor secret. I mean, it's 5 gold pieces. It's not a lot.
Hey.
But it is what it is. So let's give him turnips. Give me 5 gold pieces.
Here, don't drink.
Okay.
Have you got anything?
I don't. But you can ask my wife or the boys in the fields. Maybe they need some help.
Yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. Now let's visit the barn because if I remember right, there should be a leather satchel. Yep, there's the leather satchel. Hope nobody minds if I take it. And I'm not sure if there was a secondary leather satchel hidden around. Yeah, there it is. It's a couple of... Gothic has a lot of lovely secrets, man. Lovely secrets. Now let's talk to Vino, which... It's interesting that you're...
How goes the work?
Same as always. Lot to do, not enough money, and with a bit of bad luck, the orcs will come tomorrow and burn down our farm. The king's paladins have occupied the whole city, but I can hardly believe they'll move their butts out here when the orcs attack us.
So your name is Wine, basically, huh? Okay, can I help you?
Can I help you? I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about working in the fields?
What is there to know?
In that case, I think we're fine here. Thank you. If you want to work for Lobart as a day laborer, I can only warn you, He pays people like you really miserable.
He offered to sell me some clean clothes cheap if I helped out on the farm.
Well, I don't have anything for you to do, but you can bring me and the boys something to drink. Fetch me a bottle of wine, and I'll tell Lobart you were a real help to us.
I'm headed for town.
And?
Is there anything interesting you can tell me about the city?
Nope. But Maleth goes to the city from time to time. Maybe he knows something. I mean, something that would interest you.
Is there any interesting news?
I could have sworn I saw an orc over there on the edge of the woods 2 days ago. Since then, I've kept at least one eye open at night.
So one thing I really want to point out is that Gothic 2 doesn't give you random flavor text. Most of the stuff you'll hear from NPCs actually has reason to be there. So he swears there was an orc near the town. There actually is one, spoiler alert, for a 20-year-old game again. And a lot of NPCs actually drop a lot of hints that you can use later on to access certain areas or to use that info however you see fit.
Here's your wine.
I'd better not ask where you got it from, huh? Who cares? Thanks anyway. Lobart will only hear the best about you.
Is there any interesting news?
Besides what I already told you? No. Besides...
Okay, so this is Maleth. We got the wine from Maleth. What do you mean where we got it from? Okay. Now, these farmers basically have some generic text. It's a very small database with potential replies, but...
I won't let myself be used by anybody. Neither the king nor Fat Onar. I fight only for myself.
We have to pay our contribution to the city. If we don't, we'll end up having trouble with the paladins.
The militia can't be relied on. We have to defend ourselves.
We have to pay... Onar's rebellion will have serious consequences. I prefer to keep out of it.
Okay. So because it's nighttime, Lobart has also gone to sleep. And if you really are intent on killing the sheep, now would be probably the best time to do it, around 11 o'clock. And we can also cook food now because we have stoves. We don't have to use frying pans like in Gothic 1, despite the fact that the frying pans actually have a way shorter animation. And this animation is slightly longer, and if you do it repeatedly, the frying pan just disappears. There are a few frying pans in the game, cooking frying pans I mean. Now, Hilda should wake up, and let's deliver Hilda the turnips Lobart gave us.
I've got a few turnips here for you.
Great. That should be enough to fatten those guys up. Since you're here anyway, I saw a traveling trader pass by here a few minutes ago. I think he stopped on his way to town. Go to him and see whether he's got a decent frying pan for me.
Talk about frying pans, huh?
Can you give me something to eat?
You can come back for more tomorrow.
Give me the gold, and I'll go see the merchant for you.
Are you saying I can trust you? Just don't spend the money on booze, do you hear?
Can you give me something to eat?
You've had your portion for today. Come back later.
Okay. Now, one option is obviously we can buy the frying pan, sure. Let's just quickly save the game. One option is to simply buy the frying pan. And let's just save the game right here. Frying pan. But I'm gonna show you a quick secret on how to get a frying pan without paying for it. So we're gonna just go through these fields right here. Now, if I remember right, up here there were some rats. And problem with this knife, by the way, this... oh boy. You aggroed them, didn't you? Okay.
One less monster around.
Yep, those were some wolves. Oh, we missed some experience right there. Let's Can we...
Psst. Hey, you. Come here.
What is it?
On your way to the city, and really busy, too. Listen, you look like a smart guy to me. I bet you'll go far in life. You're certainly nobody's fool. I could see that right away. Say, you'd probably like to earn a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
Are you hiding from someone?
Of course not. What nonsense. I just enjoy standing among the trees so the wind won't blow right into my face. What about you now? Do you want the job?
You don't look like someone who has gold.
Well, I certainly don't move in the same circles as a gentleman like you. But you won't refuse my small contribution to your surely considerable fortune, will you? Well, what do you say? Can I count on you?
Yeah, okay. Cut the crap, man.
Cut the crap. Tell me what you want.
You see, that's exactly what I mean. Nobody gets anywhere with you just by using pretty words. I knew it. I'm dealing with a tough businessman here. You're a businessman and certainly interested in a small addition to your purse, aren't you?
Why not?
You'll have to forgive an ignorant old seaman. I'm a stranger in these parts and I don't really know all the rules. So I had to find out the hard way that traveling strangers aren't welcome in the harbor city. Now I'm standing here with no idea how I'm supposed to get into the city. I have some extremely important business to conduct and my client won't tolerate a delay, you see. You'll help me find a way to get past the city guard, won't you?
Okay. So,
Hey,
Greg is obviously a pirate. He has
Nothing
an eye
there.
patch. He has what looks to be like a captain's tunic. Now, one thing I really want to do is let's this pike club, yeah, it's way better than the wolf knife because it has slightly better range. Okay. And there are a couple of rats who are probably gonna... Let's see. Can we see them from a distance? Yep. One giant rat there and another there. Now, giant rats are slightly dangerous to us at this point, simply because we don't have hit points. They do a lot of damage. Okay, as you can plainly see. But fortunately, we can sort of kite them around in this trench over here. Okay, kiting successful. Okay, now if we can actually single them out, that would be even better. And we got lucky there because we got a critical hit in.
Nothing to be had there.
Okay, so basically this area of the city, and you can actually see the city walls. It has a trench with random knickknacks, so seems maybe this guy was, I don't know, an adventurer, a convict trying to get into the city, who knows. But, okay, these guys clearly killed each other. This guy bled out, and this guy had a poker smashed into his skull. Now, should be somewhere around here, should be a frying pan, if I recall. I hope I'm right, because it's gonna save us 20 gold pieces, and every piece of gold in the beginning is gonna be valuable. Gold will not matter so much later on, but until then, we just want to gather all the random stuff, just like we did in Gothic 1, and sell it, because we have way more stuff to... Rusty sword does 30 damage for 30 strength. We do not have 30 strength though. Let's pop another light scroll. Okie dokie. Dark mushroom. Okay. More goody mushrooms. And healing plant. Another healing plant. And the rusty sword, sure, why not? And okay, no frying pan. No problemo. I know a secondary location where we can get a frying pan. But first, let's travel along the wall because there are some more mushrooms up here. So everything is great if you can loot it at this point, right? Food, mushrooms. So we have not collected a frying pan just yet. No problem. No problem. Now we can go down. Just want to quickly check. Did we miss a frying pan or not? Because if we didn't, there is an alternate route on how we can get a frying pan. So we can go through this area right here. Basically along the city walls. We're gonna have to fight a couple of mobs along the way. We're gonna need to heal up at this point. Now let's see, we have 27. Might as well eat some meat. Should have cooked some more meat, but we still have enough healing options now. Okie dokie. Just going nice and slow along the wall. And we're basically on the opposite side of the wall at this point. And we're gonna fight a couple of mobs along the way. Should be nothing really too difficult. So wolf there and a couple of rats. Now, if we're lucky, that's one dead rat. Okay. Perfect. Don't want to say it was a flawless victory, but it's what we do for the secret of the frying pan, right? Okay. Now, should be a couple of more mobs. A goblin. Is there a wolf behind me? No. Can easily take on a goblin. We've handled goblins before. Okay, so with goblins, basically, they're gonna strafe you a lot. So instead of actually having them targeted constantly, you just wanna hit once and release the targeting button. For me, it's default control. It's probably gonna be control for you. Okay, this is a wolf. It's gonna be a tough mob to fight. If we can... So, the way you want to handle certain tough mobs, your hits are going to stagger them, right? So what you want to do is pin them against any wall.
Nothing to plunder.
That's basically the entire trick right there. Just pin them against the wall and hack them to bits. Now, a couple of mole rats up here. And then we're going to go back to Lobart. Well, actually to Hilda. We're also gonna visit the... mole rats. Oof, that was a close one. Can you guys just leave me alone for one quick second while I heal up? Because, okay, thank you very much. Thank you for being so understanding with me. Now let's pop, I think we can pop a couple of healing plants. Yeah, we have enough. So yeah, until we get some armor, pretty much everything is gonna do massive amounts of damage against us. But we should level up pretty soon. So, okay. Okay, that was one unpleasant hit. Yep. So we can handle about a couple of hits. Okay, that's about
Nothing
it.
to plunder.
Now, what we have here is what seems to be an ambush site. arrows everywhere, items strewn around, and a guy sitting on a bench in distance. That's gonna be a merchant later on. We're gonna talk to him way later on, but what we're interested in is this frying pan over here. So we're gonna take this frying pan, loot all this lovely stuff, because why not? Then we're gonna go back to Lobar because there's a there's a path we can go up the ledges, exactly where we came through to get over here. And there's also a small cave here, just has some mole rats. Probably gonna kill them just for the experience. Okay. And more arrows, sure. Stock of swamp weed. So swamp weed has made a recurrence in Gothic 2. It's officially part of the lore now. Okay, any more gold pieces? I am dead certain I missed a gold piece somewhere. Not exactly sure, but my instincts usually are right when it comes to this stuff. A hidden gold piece or a hidden item is somewhere, usually under this cart. It's really difficult to spot, especially from a distance. But we can always revisit this place later on. So we're just gonna handle the mole rats inside the cave. Don't have 7 strength points, sadly. Now, alternatively, we can just use a pickaxe, just like we used in Gothic 1. Ooh, that was a danger. Yep.
Been there, done that.
You don't have to ask me.
That was no big deal.
Okay, finally, the mole rats are dead. We also
Nothing
level up.
there.
Now, the thing
I
is,
know nothing about picking locks.
unlike Gothic 1 where we can try to pick locks instantly,
Nobody ever asks me.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
you actually need to learn lockpicking this time.
Nothing
Okay,
there.
so let's make our way back to
Nothing there.
Lobart. Okay, we're back to Lobart's right now. So what we want to do is just quickly visit this merchant called Canthar, which is a kind of slimy son of a bitch, if you ask me. We're gonna just have a quick chat with Mr. Canthar.
Who do we have here? You're on your way to the city, am I not right?
Maybe.
You look like a fugitive. All fugitives are headed for the city. You could even be a former convict for the mining colony. I don't care where you come from, but I believe I have an interesting offer for you.
What do you have to offer?
The way you look, the guards will never let you into the city. I can help you get into the city. I have here a small piece of paper with the royal seal and the governor's signature. A pass. With this scrap of paper in your pocket, you can run about as raggedly as you please, and the guards will leave you alone. Interested?
What's the catch?
There must be a catch to this.
No, no catch. You will merely owe me a favor.
How will you get into town?
The guards know me. I will simply tell them that I have lost my pass.
What do you want for your pass?
I knew you were the right man. Listen, you will get the pass from me, now.
Just like that?
Just so. But if I meet you in the city, you owe me a favor. Do we have a deal?
Sure.
Sure. Give me that paper.
Here, be careful with that. It is very valuable. One more thing. Don't even think about breaking your word. As a merchant, I have a great deal of influence in the city. It wouldn't go well for you. Believe me.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
So we're obviously not gonna buy his frying pan. We have some lab water bottles, turnips, wine, and all that jazz. Not gonna bother. Well, let's say I'm actually gonna buy these because we're gonna use them for alchemy later on. We're also gonna buy the wine and the turnips as well because we're gonna use some turnips in a quest way later on. And I've gotta go.
I've gotta go.
Suit yourself.
And one thing you can do.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Now, just like in Gothic 1, I highly recommend that you sell your stuff to one person. Now, we're gonna sell some things we do not need. We do not need these rusty swords. This wolf knife kinda sucks. We are gonna sell the heavy branches. We do not need this poker. Daggers, nope. We have 2 short bows. Just quickly get rid of some stuff. This key belongs to a bandit. We do not need keys. Chest key for Xardus. Nope. A silver ring. Don't need that either. Anything else? Okay, we're gonna keep the rest for now. This pickaxe. I think I'm gonna sell the pickaxe as well because it's not really all that useful right now. Sure, let's sell it. It's worth 45 gold.
I've gotta go.
Suit yourself.
Now, the reason I actually took this guy's quest, because he's incredibly shady, as you can see, right? Is he's gonna give us a follow-up quest, and, well, you're gonna see what happens. Don't really worry about the consequences, because we're gonna deal with the consequences when they come. Now, we did quests for these guys. Let's deliver Hilda's frying pan right now.
Can you give me something to eat?
You've had your...
Okay.
Here's your frying pan.
Fine. Let's see then whether it's any good.
Can you...
You've had...
Okay, so these are basically all the quests for Lobart's workloads. As far as I know, we've done all of them at this point. So let's see how much of a discount we can get.
How much for the work clothes?
Well, we'll see. You've worked the field for me. You helped my wife. Vino says you were... Maleth said you chased the 30 gold. It's not gonna get any...
And he's right.
Give me the work clothes then.
There's a chest in my house where you'll find clean things. But don't even think about taking anything else without asking.
Okay. This is the chest. And we're just gonna get the clothes. And we're gonna be honest, and for now we're not gonna steal anything. Now, they don't give amazing armor, it's just farmer's clothing, but it's better than nothing, and it's day already. It's sunrise is just over the horizon, and we can see the harbor city of Corinus just in front of us. Okay, now let's talk to Mr. Greg. And these clothes we basically got for nothing, but let's just talk to him real quick and do his quest. Come on, Greg. And I think we can end the video after this one.
Hey, you! About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
You could get into the city as a herb gatherer.
What? Do I look like I'd be picking flowers in the woods?
I have a pass for the city.
Oh, I see. I'm supposed to act like I'm a citizen of the town, or what? Take a look at me, boy. Nobody's going to believe that.
What about bribery?
Well, if that worked for me, I'd have tried it already.
Okay.
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmer's clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I knew I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
What? 50 measly gold coins? You can't be serious.
Gold isn't everything, my friend. Take them for now. I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor. Look after yourself.
Wait a minute. One more thing.
Listen, kid, I've got important things to do right now. We'll talk again later, got it?
Okay, so basically that's all Greg has to say for now. We're gonna meet him later on. Okay, let's see. Now, we can't get into the city as we have a pass for the city from Canthar. And you can read it real quick, but basically whoever has this pass, he can enter the city, but we're not gonna use it. Gonna show you a secret way to get into the city, but for now I think it's a great moment to end the video right here. So I wanna wish you guys a wonderful day, and I hope you really like the video. And if it's gonna be one of those bad days for you, I wanna wish you the strength and wisdom to overcome it as best you can, because sometimes that's just enough. Like and subscribe and all that jazz, and if you really want to support the channel and help out, I have a link to my Patreon or a link to buy me a coffee. Either works, to be honest, although I prefer buy me a coffee just because they have slightly better interface and they actually have customer support, unlike Patreon, but that's neither here nor there. In any case, have a great day, guys, and remember, the most important story in life is your own. Cheers, guys.